1051.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club, and we have a special guest. I got to do it. Mr. Lover.
Shaggy!
Shaggy's in the building. Good morning, son.
Everybody better wake up. Unless I get up, start up and wake up.
See, Envy knew better than to say it wasn't me. You see how he didn't go that route.
Hey, the craziest thing,
That record still makes you a lot of money, though.
I'm happy with it.
Yeah.
I'm happy everybody comes up every time and be like, yo, it wasn't me.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, it wasn't me either, son.
Well, that works for a little while until you get caught, right, Envy?
Well,
Shut up, Angela Yee.
Do you ever find yourself not wanting to say that? Like you might come out the bathroom and it's like somebody blew it up and you're like, hey, it wasn't me.
The thing is that you could use it in any situation.
Right.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? Any situation you could use that, man. So, I'm happy for it, man. I've been blessed. I say it every day. I said music saved my life.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So I have to give it that respect. You know what I mean?
Well, you've had an interesting life regardless of all of that.
Yeah.
I mean, growing up in Jamaica and in Brooklyn.
Yep.
And they still love you.
Flatbush.
I'm from Flatbush.
Yeah, Flatbush. I'm Flatbush all day. Yeah.
and
I still got my pass.
Oh, really?
Because you live on the island now. You're on Long Island now.
Yeah, no, but I'm in Brooklyn, son.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm in Brooklyn tonight.
You a Nets fan?
You know what I'm saying?
You a Nets fan?
I ain't no sport fan, man. I'm a Jamaican. Come on, they play cricket over there.
But you see how different Brooklyn. You see how different.
They play football.
And you're not talking about football.
Not your.
Yeah, I got you.
That's
I got
handball.
you. Yeah.
Just in case you don't,
Got you.
I'm just letting you know.
But you see how different Brooklyn is now than when you were there.
Yeah. The Caucasians are there, man. Like it. It's all
He
good.
said I like it.
Yeah. I mean, you go downtown Brooklyn. I see Bushwick is even looking up.
Yeah.
No, Bushwick is crazy.
Yeah, places looking. Hey.
We're just waiting for Flatbush to get there, though. It's not quite there
It's
yet.
getting there. You know what I mean? It's getting there. We just did Prospect Park the other day, and we had about 9,000 people that came to the show, and there was a lot of Caucasians in there, man.
Oh, well, that's
There was,
Prospect Park. That's different.
Yeah, but the hood kind of came
It's transferring over.
Yeah, you can see it.
And then you don't have no you still got your pass in Jamaica, too. You still going out
Kingston,
there.
we on 29th. I'm doing this whole run right now. We're going up to Albany. We're going everywhere, and then we're going to end up on Raytown. I was born in Raytown, downtown Kingston, and we're blocking the whole streets, and we're doing the whole 9 yards. All the artists, we're coming down there, rock it, rub it up style, big speakers, big body girl, wine, that kind of thing.
Remember when we all went to Jamaica together?
Hell
Where'd y'all go?
Oh, man.
I forgot.
Tourists?
Yeah, we toured. We stayed on the resort.
Tourists.
We didn't leave the resort.
Kingston, son.
We left the resort one time. We went to what's the name of that bar?
It was something on the beach.
Man.
We went to some party on the beach.
Yeah, I can't remember.
But I'm going to tell you, we had a little altercation. This is what happened. I was walking around. I was with some girls, and this guy tried to talk to us, and my friend says, oh, no, we're dating each other. When I tell you he lost his mind, he started getting mad.
You told him that you and the
I didn't say that. The girl said she was just trying to be funny, because you can say that here and be like, oh, yeah, no, this is my girlfriend
and he
right
got
here.
mad?
Oh.
I don't think he'd be happy.
No, I think it was on some, we don't like that here.
Oh, really?
In Jamaica.
No.
I ain't never heard of no Bati girl. I heard Bati boy.
That's what he was saying.
Nah, you know what I mean?
Now tell us about Kingston a little bit.
That's exciting for me.
Yeah. But you Americanized a little now, though, Shaggy.
Nah, I'm Jamaica. I live in Kingston, son.
Tell us about Kingston, because Kingston doesn't have there's no hotel on the beach in Kingston. I stayed in the hotel. It was in the middle of the island.
Yeah.
And the hotel was gated.
Yeah, but everywhere's gated in Jamaica.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Come
just
on,
like,
Envy.
yeah.
No, I mean, we went to the beach to go
It ain't
eat.
like it's that high fence that you got to jump over. You make it seem like it's the prison.
Envy, your house is gated.
My house is gated. It's like a prison, though.
It ain't no barbed wires and nothing like that.
No.
I mean, it's cool. Nah, listen, it's a lovely place. I tell you what, Kingston to me is remind me of Flatbush in a way. You know what I'm saying? Because everything is like a 10-minute walk. You know what I mean? Everything I need in Kingston is happening. And the thing is, 7 days a week there's something to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? 7 days a week there's a party, there's a street dance, there's something going on in Kingston.
The food was amazing then. When we was out there, the food was amazing.
And then you go Hellshire. You talking about beach.
Yeah, we went to the beach.
It's like a 15-minute drive.
We had
you
breakfast at the beach, yeah.
Yeah, go out there, eat the fish, you go out screech it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got them little lobster, they call them chicken lobster because they small. You pop them over and they're mad tender. You know what I mean?
I went to what's his name
I'm
restaurant
feeding from
too.
jerk chicken now.
Usain's
Bolt?
restaurant. His
Oh,
restaurant
Traction Records.
That
yeah.
restaurant is dope. I've never seen a restaurant. Let me tell you about this restaurant. I went there like 2-3 years ago.
Yeah.
Now this is before iPads and everything was big. You could actually order your meal
On the table.
On the table.
From the
I've
table,
never seen
yeah.
that before in any
It's
American
interaction.
restaurant.
You could call a waiter from the table.
You can do you could Skype from the table.
Yeah, from the table.
3 years ago.
Yeah.
That's like being on a flight on Virgin America.
It was crazy.
See, the funniest thing when you talk to Jamaicans, and you know, I remember where was I? I was somewhere in Europe, and somebody was sharing an email with me, and she's like, I said, yeah, here's my email, hit me up. You know, she's like, email? You got internet? And I'm looking at her like, how you been? You know what I mean? You think Jamaica? You think I got a cutlass? You know, machete chopping through woods. And like, yo, it's a very modern place.
Yeah, that restaurant was so advanced. It was advanced, more advanced than any American restaurant I've ever been at. I was amazed by it.
Yeah, man. The places that you get, you got TGI Friday. You have everything. down there.
TGI Fridays.
You know what I mean?
I do not go to Jamaica to go to no damn TGI Friday.
That make no sense.
But I'm just saying, in case you one of them dudes that don't want to, there's people just, they got these all-inclusive hotels, and people just don't want to venture outside of that gate.
Because they tell you, don't leave the resort, you're going to get robbed.
Come on, man, you ain't going to get robbed.
You just gotta go. You have to go with somebody though
Let me
that
tell you
is
something.
familiar.
Yeah.
I've sold millions of records. You ain't never seen me with a bodyguard, son. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never seen me. I go to any hood, anywhere, because, you know, I ain't about beef. I mean, I'm good. And if it do come down, you know,
It wasn't me.
I fight.
It wasn't me.
Well, these two guys right here don't go anywhere without security.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I keep somebody with me, but I run my mouth a lot.
Yeah, well, you know, nah, I ain't.
No, he was in the military too. So
Yeah.
it's,
I'm ex-military. It's all good.
Oh, so how'd you get into music from the military? You was writing songs in the
Now I was
barracks?
doing music before.
Oh, okay.
I was in Flatbush. I did a lot of things before. Flatbush, homie. Some things I ain't gonna talk about.
You were signed to J Records at one time, right?
No, that's Jimmy. No.
Jimmy, okay.
I was signed to MCA Records. I was signed to Virgin Records. I mean, every label I've touched made money.
now
Absolutely.
did you have Olivia at one time signed to you?
No. She was just doing records out of our studio at one point.
And you was banging her. They said.
We were out of my studio.
He banging out.
Oh, banging her out of the studio. Got you.
Anybody who hangs out with her, they be like, "Yo, you hitting that, right?"
Yeah.
She's a very
So,
attractive female.
You know,
Yeah, why wouldn't you be hitting it?
you know what I mean. Anybody who hangs out with you, if you were hanging out with you, I'm sure you'd be hitting it.
No. Me and Olivia
He
farted in the
tried.
club one night, and I never found her.
Get out of here.
No, she did. I didn't find her sexy after that. She's a nice girl. I like her. Remember that night we was in the club and she farted?
Did she?
What?
Smell
You don't know
roses,
that that
huh?
was
And you know how I
her.
know it was her?
Smell like roses?
No, it was terrible. And you know how I know it was her? Because
What?
we was all drinking and she was like, no, I don't want to drink. I just ate my stomach full.
Oh, you.
Then about 10 minutes later,
You funny.
she cleared the whole section and tried to blame it on the girl that was with me.
Oh, funny. Were you all on
this
some TV together? No, it wasn't that show, right? It's another show.
No.
All right, cool.
All right, well, you do have a new album out right now, Out
Yeah.
of Many,
Out of Many, One
Music,
Yeah.
right? And this is actually a collaboration album.
Oh yeah, y'all know Sly. You know Sly Robbie, right?
Of course.
You know Sly Robbie?
I heard of him.
Yeah, Sly Robbie, Murder She Wrote, big record. They did, every Grace Jones record that was a hit. You know what I mean? Of course, No Doubt, You Really Love Me, and Hey Baby, those joints. They did those joints too, and they're just some of the most sampled. Welcome to Jam Rock with Junior Gong was their beat too, and they're just people that they're like the pillar of reggae music, and we just kind of collaborated and say, yo, let's. We did a tour together. It was like, yo, let's do this, and we just did an album together. It's Sly and Robbie featuring Shaggy, so it's not even a Shaggy album. It's like a collaborative album.
Right. Now, how'd you get up with Neil?
Yeah, Neil, I've known Neil forever, man. Neil is like, he's Jamaican. Neil is in Jamaica more than I'm in Jamaica. You know what I mean? So he's always there, and I'm good friends with Tango and with Tish, and I mean, we've always talked about doing a record, and I came up with this joint, and I just kind of sent it to him. Didn't think he would jump on it because it's kind of out of the box for him. It's not his genre. And he came back and spit a dope hook on it, man. And I was like, yo, boom. And then he came down for the video, and we hooked it all up, and he's been helping me. He's tweeting and doing everything with it. So
Did you record the
Mad
album in
love.
Jamaica?
we did it in majority of it in New York right here at my studio in Long Island. So we brought up Sly and Robbie, and they just lived in my house and just cook and make music.
I noticed a lot of artists are going to Jamaica to record their albums now. Like I know Drake was out there recording, and
There's some nice studios out there.
Diplo's always out there
Yeah.
doing his music and everything.
Yeah, but a lot of them got to do that too, because Jamaica comes with, with such a credibility. It's a credibility factor that comes with that. You know what I'm saying? But for me, it's wherever you are, wherever the team that you have. You know what I mean? And I've been making music forever. You know what I mean? I still go down, I still do all the dancehall stuff. I got my dancehall stuff that I do. I got my crossover stuff. I got that global international. I got records overseas that never play over here. You know what I mean? And I go over there and just cake. come
Was
back.
it ever an issue when you first crossed over for them to say, "Oh, he's not real anymore"?
Oh yeah, I've heard everything. I've heard that I'm too light skinned.
Probably heard that from Charlemagne.
Well, at least you ain't like Sean Paul. I believe Sean Paul is a Puerto Rican from the Bronx who been faking like he's Jamaican all this shit.
I've heard everything. I've heard all of that. I've heard, he ain't Jamaican. He speaks American. I'm like, yo, I can't talk some Puerto right. So nobody not gonna understand nothing what me I said.
Shut us.
But it wasn't me.
See, everybody got something.
No, I understood everything you said.
Yeah, I mean,
It wasn't me. It wasn't a cross. It crossed over, but you were still doing authentic
I was
reggae music.
DJing hardcore, but the hooks was like them pop. What I'll do records. I do these really pop melodies. You know what I mean? I write these pop melody hooks, but then I do that dance. Life is one big party when you're still young, but who's gonna have your back when it's all done? That's raw patois how I'm doing it, but then I just kind of throw a little of the Queen English in there, just because I'm trying to get that overseas money.
Well, Charlemagne doesn't like reggae music. We always argue about this because that's my favorite kind of music.
I like the traditional stuff like Bob Marley. I might
You like
be
reggae.
Reggae, yeah.
Well, this is what this album. You go get you a copy of the album right now.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I
See,
like
I love
Welcome to
This
Jam Rock.
album will improve your sex life, homie. I guarantee you.
Well,
Gotcha.
give him 3.
You know?
If it makes me want to put on a condom, I don't want it.
No,
I like that raw stuff.
that's
I like raw music.
Yeah,
because
'cause you don't want-
make it raw, son.
You don't want
I'm
somebody
telling
coming to
son.
you saying I'm pregnant and then you have to say,
It wasn't me.
Now, also, what reggae artists are you listening to now? Do you like Movado? Do you like?
Chronics. Chronics right now is he's on this album too. Chronics is dope. I love Taurus Riley too. Juna Gong is knocking them out right now too. There's a lot of people that's really good. Tessanne Chin. Oh, Jesus, you ever heard? Y'all watching The Voice? You gotta watch The Voice this season. She's the only Jamaican chick on The Voice. You know what I mean? And she's signed with us, by the way. But anyway,
"Oh, well, there you go."
but she is going to be killing it, man.
Right.
And it airs tonight.
So you have your own label now.
Oh yeah, I've been, man. I had one of the biggest reggae label with my manager, and then I did a Dr. Dre, walked away from studios and everything.
Wow,
Just,
why'd you do
start
that?
back. It just wasn't working out. I'm not the type of guy to sit down there and do courts and lawyers. You know what I mean? Everything was built on my talent. You know what I mean? James Brown looked at me in Europe and said to me, "Yo, as long as you have your talent, you're a rich man." I believed him. He kicked my door open. Every time I went on stage, throughout the whole tour, they brought a chair out and the dude would sit down there with his cape and watch me every night. I'm like, what the hell? Did I mess up his perm or something? I don't know what it is. And he came over and was like, one night I was in the dressing room and he kicked the door open.
Kick the door open.
Kicked my door open, and this big security came behind him and shut the door. I'm like,
What'd I do to you?
yeah, I'm like,
It wasn't me.
I'm gonna get a beat down. And he was like, "Yep, eat, sit down." So I sit down. He's like, "Let me tell you something. I've been watching you every night. I see him come, I see him go. I've been to your country. I sit with Bob Marley. I rolled up and smoked it. And let me tell you something. You the truth. And you need to let them see both sides. Because you funny. You funny. You go act, you go sing, you do everything. And let me tell you something. They take over your money, your car, your woman, your house. But one thing they never take from you is your talent. If you have a talent, you're a rich man. God bless you. Keep doing what you do. And you got to walk out.
There you go.
Perm and all.
Did you ever want to do any acting?
I've been offered. There's a couple roles I've been offered. I was offered that role with that Ja Rule and what's his name? What's that karate dude? Steven Seagal.
Oh.
He hounded me for that role.
Glad you didn't do that one.
Oh, dude, I read it. I didn't like it.
Yeah.
And then there was another one with Chris Rock and Anthony Hopkins. You remember that movie?
Chris Rock and Anthony Hopkins.
Yeah. There was a movie with both of them. Don't worry, nobody knew about it.
Nobody's seen
I
that
don't know
movie.
that movie.
Yeah. That role, that Chris Rock role, was offered to me too, and I didn't take it.
Now, how do you manage to stay out of all the beefs and everything that happens in Jamaica? Every time I go there, right?
Yeah, a lot of Jamaican artists
this
beef all the
is where I
time.
find out the most of what's happening because whoever is the driver tells me everything that's going on.
I try not to have a Mr. Vegas moment, you know?
Oh gosh.
He stay on Twitter. He's beefing with Bounty Killer right now.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I mean, I've had conversations with him. He's just an emotional guy. You know what I mean? He's a great artist, man, but he's just an emotional guy. And he picks with everybody. And I don't know, maybe it's an attention thing. I don't have that
Right.
issue. I am the dude that don't mind not being on top. It could be a long while you don't see me, and then another time you see me, I'm just riding high, and another time I'm chilling. There's some dudes, you go to a club with some dudes, you notice they can't go through the back door and just hold a con. They got to come through the front, everybody gonna see it, and go straight to the DJ booth, holla, I'm here. And then they go there and the champagne and start spending money they ain't got.
Right.
That ain't me. man, I don't mind not being in your face.
That's probably because you really got it though, and you've had it for a long time.
Well, thank you very much. You know, I feel like that too. You know, I'm like, dude, it ain't nothing for me. People make it look like being an artist is brain surgery. You know what I mean? It's, I don't sit down. I got to need some mood and some vibe, and I need like weed and all kind of things just to get it. I don't do that. If the studio time is from 8 o'clock to 10, between 8 and 10, you're gonna get the joint. Now, whether I like the joint or not is a different story, but you gonna get the joint.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's how I rock it.
Yeah, because they made me feel like people have to pick sides. Like either you cool with Vibes Cartel or you cool, they
I'm
were
cool
just.
with both. I produced one of Vibes Carter's biggest record, Slow Motion. Slow Motion. Shit by your heart, guy, emotion. We did that. And it was great.
How you with Beanie Man?
Being in our cool. You know what I mean?
He had some drama.
I'm kind of like the pillar of the thing, though. You know what I mean? I'm one of them dudes. So ain't nobody gonna really have beef with me.
Right.
It's like that. You
ain't never messing nobody's woman or somebody's wife.
I ain't got anybody who have a beef with me. It's because of the fact that I might be winning and they're not at that point.
Gotcha.
There's people in lives that they sometimes have to bring you down to their level to make them feel like they're doing well.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? And like they explain, some people are pipe people and you're a gallon dude. You know what I mean? And they might be giving you their all. You know what I'm saying? But you a gallon. It takes a lot to please a dude like me. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how people are. You know what I mean?
Those guys don't ever run into each other in Jamaica?
Yeah. They run into each other.
But it's all love.
But it's funny they run into each other. Some of them got mad beef, but normally if I'm around, then I just don't carry that energy.
Right.
So even if two dudes are beefing, I'm there. It's kind of cool. You know what I mean?
Like,
so who's the OG to you? Like who's the pillar to you? Like Shaba or who?
Super Cat.
Super Cat. Okay.
Super Cat.
How's Super Cat doing? I haven't seen him in a long time.
He's good. I went and saw him probably like a week ago. He's all bearded up. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? He looks like a Taliban. He calls himself the Taliban too.
Still performing, still do shows, doing all that?
Not really. He does the thing is Super Cat does what Super Cat wants, and that's just him. There's a lot of artists these days. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So, but I like Super Cat. Josie Wales, a lot of people I look up to, but I look up to a lot of people not just for their artistry, but for the type of person they are. Like a Josie Wales is just one of them real dudes. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I miss Neo and them people, not because he's some big R&B crew, but that's like a real dude.
He's a cool dude.
Yeah,
cool dude.
He's a real dude. He's not those dude that say things and hide behind the management and hide behind people. He's like, I either like it or I don't, and I prefer that in a person area. And there's a lot of artists I deal with that's about that.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not that. I'm like, if I go in here, I'm like, yo, okay, I'm listening to this. Yeah, I ain't feeling that. Yeah, I'm not there right now. You know what I mean? Come, and I'll tell you, come with someone else.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Or you want me to come with something? You know what I mean? Where we reach a compromise. You know what I mean? But people just be hiding behind their management and their people. Like we did a track with Janet Jackson, Love Me, Love Me. Mm-hmm. And she didn't go in the video. You know what I mean? But I was called by her people, which was Jamma Lewis, to do the record. You know what I mean? But we took the record to number 3 just by me just doing radio stations and rolling around in a minivan and getting it done. And the record became, number 2 in America, which is a massive record. But to me, it could have been easily done by just be like, yo, I ain't feeling that. Right. Or whatever.
So she did the record but didn't want to do the video?
Didn't want to do the video, yeah.
That makes no sense.
Well, people do that.
So even after they went number 2, she didn't...
Well, after number 2, I'm sure she went and did a record with Beanie Man. That one went aluminum.
I don't even remember her and Beanie Man.
Yeah, her and Beanie Man. Pharrell produced it, the whole 9 yard. It had like a $2 million video. Crazy, you know what I mean? But that's how I did, it wasn't me, for 2 G's in my basement.
Wow.
So...
Are you still in love with the game?
Love it. You know why? Because we as reggae we're the underdog, so that makes it interesting. You know what I'm saying? For me to even get on the breakfast show right now as a reggae act, I mean, you guys don't just take reggae acts like that. That's a challenge within itself for me to come up here. That's why I appreciate you was going through the door. You came back. I'm like, y'all do,
I'm not even gonna lie. We totally forgot. We totally forgot.
No.
About me, homie?
Absolutely.
No, let me tell you what really happened.
I saw you walk in. I was like, why Genuine here without Tyrese and Taylor?
No, Envy didn't tell anybody. That's what really happened.
No, what happened was Nori called me and was like, we want Shaggy on the show. So I was like, no doubt. Yeah. Here's the date. And now we just got back from Vegas, so we still tired. So we walking out the building.
iHeart, right?
Yeah. So we see.
No one reminded you.
And Lee's like, I'm like, nah, we gotta go back upstairs. She's like, wow. I was like, we got Shaggy there. She was like, you didn't tell me. I'm like, Damn, come on, we got Shaggy.
Dude, and of course the president is in town, so
Right.
everywhere's blocked off.
Right.
You know what I mean? So we just did a TV show. I literally was on the street running. You know, dude's like, yo, Shag. I'm like, dude, I know the picture, but son, I gotta get this TV. And we made it just for the interview. We taped the performance. They're gonna show it tomorrow. And then we shot down here, so we caught you when you guys were leaving. And,
No, but you know what? We appreciate you coming through. I mean,
Absolutely.
obviously, I grew up in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Brooklyn is like living in Jamaica,
It
like
is.
you said.
Thank you very much.
You know, so it's a big deal. Like, you know, Shaggy's a huge
Next time, go Kingston, homie.
star.
Absolutely.
I had a good
saying.
time in Kingston. Like I said, we
Kingston
I flew into
live.
Kingston.
we ate festival and fish on
Yeah.
on the
You
beach.
should come
It
out for
was
Shaggy.
amazing.
I do a thing called Shaggy and Friends every year.
What day?
We do it on the 4th of January. We do it with it's for the Bustamante Hospital. It's the only children's hospital in the English-speaking Caribbean. And I do a concert series. I've been supporting for 15 years. I did it 9 years just out of pocket, and then after that, I started doing concerts every year. I've had Boyz II Men down here, Joe. I've had Lauryn Hill. I've had everybody that just came down. Neil was doing it this year with me, and you know, you come down, it's on the Prime Minister's residence. I'm the only dude that keep a concert on the Prime Minister's residence, on the lawns. And we do it every year, and 100% of it goes. We made over $2 million for the hospital.
Nice.
Oh, we should go. That's my birthday weekend.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
come down, you know,
Let's go.
take you
I'm
out
with
on
it.
the boat, do the whole 9 yards.
I love it.
You know,
I love the weather. It's beautiful.
It's
I
great.
love the food.
Food is good.
I'm with it.
You know what I mean? And women.
I'm married.
I love
Yeah.
Jamaican
And women.
That's right. He said it wasn't me.
I love Jamaican
That's
women.
it. Hey,
She
more
just
for
told me
everybody
you
else.
got caught. Don't give me that marriage job. Stop. You know what I mean?
Before I get into it, Shaggy is the Breakfast Club albums in stores right
He cut
now.
you off.
Yo, you can window shop. Nobody said you got to try on.
Shaggy
He
is
can't
the
even look.
Breakfast
Trust me. But
Albums in
he'll
stores.
bring his wife with him. Don't
That's
worry.
right. There we go.
There you go. All right.
It's
You
the
got
Breakfast Club. We
pass.
appreciate you joining us today.
Pleasure's all
Albums
mine,
in
man.
stores
Thanks for having
right
me,
now.
man.
Make sure you get it.
Make sure you
Shaggy.
get one for your sister, your uncle, your cousin, everybody.
And this is not a dance hall album. This is
It's a reggae album.
Reggae. I love
Yeah.
dance hall. It's my
Barris
favorite,
Hammond
but-
is on it. You know what I mean? Juna Gong, everybody.
It's just the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Real people, real celebrities, real talk.
Join the Breakfast Club.
Blast off in your ear.
Weekday morning, 6 to 10.